Good morning. I'm Miss Fair, and today we're going to talk about the letter G and the two sounds that the letter G makes. The letter G makes a hard and soft sound, so we're going to do the hard and soft G lesson. I'm Miss Fair, and that's my email address if you have any questions. Okay, so we see a picture of a goat. A goat has the G sound at the beginning, so that's the hard sound of G. Then you see a picture of a gem. That is a precious stone, and it is the soft sound of G. J, J, gem. Okay, G makes two sounds. The hard sound G when followed by A, O, or U. And then the soft sound J when it's followed by an E, I, or Y. We're going to look closely at some words that have these letters, vowels after them, and see what sound they make. Okay, then we have the word goat. And we know that has a G sound because what's right after it? An O. That O tells you it says G. So that's G, oats. Let's look at some other words with O after the G. When you see the letter O after the G, it's going to make the G sound. Okay, let's look at this word. G, ought. I know to say G because there's an O after it, because I know the rule says if there's an A, O, or U after the G, it's going to say G. It's going to say the hard sound. Let's look at this next one. There's an O after it, so I know this is going to say G. G, old, gold. And then we see this word, good, good. Okay? All of those begin with the hard sound of G, like G, because there's an O after it. Let's look at the next ones. These words all have an A after it, so what kind of sound will that G make? Well, we know our rule says if it has an A, O, or U after the G, it's going to say G. It's going to say the hard sound. So let's look. We got G, ass, gas. We have G, ate, gate. We have G, ain, gain. All those have the G sound because there's an A right after the G. Let's look at the next group. Oh, this has a U after it. Are we going to say G or are we going to say J? Well, according to our rule, if it has an A, O, or U after it, we're going to say G. So let's read these words. G, all, goal. G, gum. G, up, gulp. Let's look at this word. Are we going to say the G sound here or the J sound? Well, if there is a consonant after the G, you're always going to say the G sound. So this word would be glad. When the G is not followed by a vowel, it makes the hard sound G. Let's look at the next one. This is a gem. This is like the picture that was on the first slide that I showed you. Let's look and see how we would spell gem, because most likely you're thinking, oh, we'd probably spell that with a J because it has a J sound. But no, it's spelled G-E-M. And because there's an E after it, after the G, it's going to say the soft sound, which is J. So this says J-M. All right, look at these words. Has an I, an E, and a Y. What was our rule? If you have an I, E, or Y after the G, it's going to say J. That's right. So let's read these words. We have giant, giant. And then we have germ, germ. And then we have gem, gem. All of those have the J sound, which is the soft sound of G, because it has an E, an I, or a Y after it. Let's look at the next thing. Okay, we got the word age. We know that word is age. And we see the E, that's why that G says J and not G, because it has an E after it. Okay, let's look at some words that we can build using these letters here. Okay, we have K, age. You know this says J because there's an E after it. Look at this next one. What's that word? Page. That's right. age, page. This says j because there's an e after it. Let's look at this one. Let's see if you can read that word on your own. That's right. That word is sage. This word, what is that big word? Age. I know to say j right here with this G because there's an E after it. Okay. Let's look at this. We've had the same situation. We have an E after the G. When there's an E after the G, we're going to say j. So let's look at this word. What's that word? Huge. Huge. That's right. What's this word? Large. That's right. It says large. And then charge. Charge. All of those words in these words, it says the soft G sound because there's an E after it. Okay, now we're going to I'm going to see if you can look at my camera. Look at me in the camera, and I'm going to show you some words. You see this word right here? Okay. It has a G, and then a Y after it, and then an M. So we have the Y after it. We know if it has a Y after the G, it's going to say the what? That's right. It's going to say the soft sound. So let's look. We're going to put it over here in the soft sound column. Okay, let's look at the next word. Look at me in the camera. You can see the word. The word is, okay, has a G, U, M. And we know when we have a U after the G, what is that G going to say? That's right. It's going to say the G sound. So we put it in the hard G column. G. Okay, let's look at the next one. This word, has an O after it. Okay? It has an O after it. So it says the hard sound or soft sound? That's right. It says the hard sound. G-ot. Got. Okay? Let's look at the next one. See that word? Has an I after it. So what kind of sound do you think it's going to make if it has an I after it? That's right. It's going to say the J sound, like giant. So it's going to be in the soft or hard column. That's right, the soft column. Uh-oh, I had the wrong word. I had dropped them a few minutes ago. Yeah, and it does. So Jim, let's just go back to this one then. Jim has the soft sound because it says J, because there's an E after it. And we put that over there in the soft sound column. Let's see if this one comes up next. That's right. Giant. Okay. Sorry, guys. Getting these pop-ups. Okay. So you see the word giant. The I tells you that this is going to say a J sound, a soft sound. That's exactly right. Let's look at this last word. We have the word, it has an A after it, so we know this G is going to say what? G. That's right. It's going to be in the hard G sound. So let's see if it comes up. That's right. Well, my picture's kind of covering it, but it's in the hard G column. So let's look at these words. If you notice over here, the Y after the G and the E after the G and the I after the G, when those three letters come after a G, it's going to make this G say J. And over here you see a U, an O, and an A. And if you see those three letters after the G, it's going to have the hard sound, which is G. Okay, let's look at the wrap up. Okay, what two sounds does the letter G make? That's right, it makes the G sound and the J sound. Well, I got that backwards, but it makes the J sound and G sound. Okay, what does G make when it comes before an A, O, or U? Let's think about that. That's right, it makes the G sound, the hard G sound. And then what sound does G usually make when it comes before E, I, or Y? That's right. It makes the J sound. Okay, so I hope this lesson helped you to learn about the hard G sound and the soft G sound. If you have any questions, you can email me. Thank you.